As an entrepreneur, you're constantly kicked around, and sometimes it feels like we're not going to make it at all. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? We've got a time to give up. And no, it is not time to give up. Instead, what you want to do is reach into some wisdom that other entrepreneurs have embraced throughout the years, throughout the centuries. I'm going to share those principles and those tips with you to help you that next time that things seem impossible and how you can make it. That's what we're going to cover here on Agorapreneurs.
Welcome to Agorapreneurs, standing for liberty and freedom, all done peacefully. Now, here is your guide, Terry Brock.
Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and I'm your guide here at Agorapreneurs. And what in the world is that all about? Well, it's a word that I made up, and it comes from preneurs, entrepreneurs. And Agora is the idea of living voluntarily, living peacefully with others, never initiating force or coercion, and going out there in life and embracing all the goodness you can, creating good for yourself and for others. And as you create it for others, you'll be able to do it for yourself. And so part of what's in the Agora lifestyle and the Agorapreneurs lifestyle is being able to deal with hard times, because we all get them from time to time. As an entrepreneur, they often said it's what used to be called manic depressive, bipolar now we call it. You're up one day and then you're down the next one, then you're up and then you're down. And it can be a wild ride. But there's ways that you can control that and get around some of the challenges that are there. But I'm going to talk with you about that. But also I want to share with you something that's really important as one entrepreneur to another, a little tool that I've discovered called Restream. I'm using it extensively now, and Restream gives you the ability to get a lot more done, to reach out to people. Here, I'll make that a little bit bigger. And Restream is a tool that lets you create a live stream, send it over to several different platforms, up to 30 at the same time, which is pretty amazing. And I think that is really nice. Send it out to, say, Facebook groups and to LinkedIn and to YouTube and to Twitter, all at the same time, or even simultaneously, as I like to say. So at the same time or simultaneously. So you could do that. But it's a great little tool. If you want to look into that, I'd recommend start out with a free version and then go to this link right here, bit.ly Restream for you. Do it that way. You're using my affiliate code. I'll get a couple of coins for that when you upgrade to a paid plan, and you're going to get $10 in credit. So, hey, everyone wins. And if you're already using it, here's something that can help you also. Or to find out what's there, go to bit.ly Restream Live Studio. Notice the R, the L, and the S are capitalized. One word there, Restream Live Studio. And it'll give you an example of what can be done with their live streaming studio that's really nice, and it helps you in an enormous amount of ways. Well, I wanted to share something with you that I was looking at just today here on the net over on Twitter. I was looking at it, and it's a little saying that I saw from a guy named Peter Ong. Now, this is kind of interesting because Peter and I have been trading emails back and forth. We have not met, but we were both at a conference, Podfest, recently. He's from Kuala Lumpur, and I understand that he Nihongo ga hanashimasu. He speaks Japanese. Now, my Japanese is really bad, really feeble, but I know he does. But I like what he said here, and this applies directly to you as an entrepreneur. He said, if you can't fly, then run. And if you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. I like this quote a lot. I agree with Peter on that. This quote is all about choices. No one can take your ability to choose away from you. No matter what happens, you still have a choice of how you're going to respond to it, what you're going to do. Pull from those resources. I know we all go through it. We all go through those times of, I'm not going to make it through this one. How am I going to meet the cash this week? How am I going to meet payroll this month? How am I going to do this? Or I just lost this one, or I lost that one. In the midst of that, you can pull from those reserves and think about what Peter was talking about here on this quote. If you can't run, then you walk. You can't walk, crawl. But whatever you can do, keep moving forward. I agree with that emphatically. And I think that's a real key to success. You say, whatever happens, I'm going to keep going. Now, you do it in a smart way, what I like to call smart persistence. You don't just keep beating your head against a wall. Hey, that's not going to knock down the wall. In most cases, it's not. It's going to get your head bloodied, hurt, or worse. Don't do that. What you want is smart. To say, wait a minute, if I got to get through that wall, using my head, batting it against that, getting blood, not a good thing. Maybe I could go around it over here. Maybe I could go over. Maybe I could dig underneath it. Maybe I could figure out a way to get some dynamite and blast the thing out of the way. Or Maybe I don't even need to do it. Maybe I need to do something else. Start looking at your possibilities. Think of what you can do right where you are. Matter of fact, that reminds me something else I want to share with you here that I got on this, pulled up. It's a quote that I think is really important from the 26th President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt, when he said these words that were so important: do what you can with what you've got right where you are. Those words say, I know you don't have everything. You don't have all the money you need. You don't have the resources. Yeah, you got this thing bad that happened. You got that thing that bad happened. But do what you can right now with whatever resources you've got and what you can tap into right where you are. That's the key. As you do that, you're going to be able to succeed. You're going to be able to get ahead. You're going to start building up that, I like to say, spizzerinctum to get moving forward, to get what it takes and do it. This is not just jumping on a chair, pumping your fist in the air. It's getting the actual tools, paying the time, the money, and the energy to do it. I think Carol Dweck talks about it real well. She's a professor out at Stanford University. She's got a book about mindset. And she says there's two kinds: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. If you have the fixed mindset, you go, oh, I can't make it. Everyone's against me. It's their fault. I can't do it. I'm no good. You've probably heard that song before from somebody, or maybe you sang it a couple verses of it, or the growth mindset that says, okay, that was a tough one. It was hard. We really got clobbered, but what can I learn from that? What can I do to perfect it? What can I take with the resources that are here and make it better? That's the key. Well, I want to hear from you. Please leave a note here wherever you're getting this, whatever platform, and let us know, let others know how you overcome those challenges. And I will look forward to hearing from you. And you want to move forward. By the way, before I let you go, got something I want to give you. You ever need to create content? This is for you. I've got a course out there. Go to terrybrock.com/5K. Notice the K is lowercase k, and you're going to get videos. You're going to get a workbook that's there in Google, and you're going to be able to see how that is. It's going to give you some ideas, everything from how to get ideas for content, how to process them, tools to use, how to make it work, and then how to disseminate it, and how to start it all over again. Really valuable. We're getting some good comments on this right now, and I want to share that with you. So again, I'm Terry Brock. Thanks for joining me today, and I am looking forward to hearing from you.